Okay, welcome back, and it's always a pleasure to spend time with so many people on this program, certainly not the least of which is Leuren Moret. Leuren is one of my heroes. I'm sure I can speak for many of you when I say that. She is one of the first truly big-time, heroic, patriotic whistleblowers. A former scientist at the Lawrence Livermore Nuclear Weapons Lab, Leuren has become a world-recognized expert, if not the expert, in the case of depleted uranium being used by the enlightened nations of the West to bomb, destroy, genetically rape the peoples of the Mideast and elsewhere. Welcome back, Leuren. How are you?
Good evening, Jeff. How are you?
Well,
Goodness.
Yeah, my goodness is right.
Yeah.
Gee.
Wow.
Well, we just talked to your friend Alfred for an hour about this obvious military mission to bomb the moon. They say they're going to look for frozen water up there. Please give me a break.
That's baloney.
Totally baloney. They've got kinetic weapons in space sitting on platforms which they can drop on this planet. They're probably doing some kind of a test with one up there for some reason.
It's all related to weaponization of space.
Sure.
And, you know, they always tell us they're defending us. But what I want to talk about just for a minute is who owns the world? Who owns the world, Jeff? I have this great book called Who Owns the World? The Hidden Facts Behind Land Ownership, Kevin Cahill.
I've heard of it. Yeah.
Right. And what I did was I heard about it. I emailed him. He mailed it, special delivery to me within 3 days, and it cost him $50 to send it. And he works in the House of Lords, and he went to Sandhurst. So he's a totally credible person.
Creme de la creme, yeah.
Creme de la creme. And he's got a pie chart on page 34 of this book. I've been showing it to indigenous people. Every indigenous person in the world should have a copy of it. 85% of the planet's population owns nothing at all.
All right.
So who are they really afraid of? 37.5% of the planet is owned by 147 states. That's governments. Listen to this. 21% of the planet is owned by 26 people.
You got to be kidding.
I'm not kidding.
I'm not.
And this is very relevant to going into the weaponization of space.
Sure.
41.5% of the planet is owned by 1% or less of the planet's population. Now, the biggest landowner on Earth, the 26th largest individual landowners on Earth, well, the biggest one is Queenie.
Oh, yeah.
Queen Elizabeth.
Yeah, I've heard that, yeah.
Britain, Australia, Canada, New Zealand, and 28 other countries and territories.
She owns a huge piece of our country.
She owns, she has a legal claim on $6,698,146,531 acres. And at $5,000 an acre, they calculated, or Kevin calculated, that she's worth $33,490,732,650. Oh my God, it's trillion.
Yeah, I was going to say that's too low, right?
No, it's $33.5 trillion.
Right, sure. And she owns not only the land, folks, but she owns all the mineral resources underneath.
Absolutely. I was astounded when I went to Canada 1 year ago to stop uranium mining in the Kootenays, which is one mountain range west of the Canadian Rockies. It's actually part of the Rockies. And the member of parliament named Alex Adamanenko, he's a Russian-Canadian, asked me to come up and help him stop uranium mining, and he was also very concerned about the depleted uranium issue in Canada. And I was just astounded when Canadian citizens said any mining company can come into my backyard or onto my ranch, drill holes all over the place, and set up oil derricks and do anything they want to, because anyone in Canada and Australia only owns the top 12 inches of their land.
1 foot.
1 foot. And one rancher was telling me that a uranium company came in and drilled all over out in his pasture and left. And all his horses and cattle are breaking their legs, getting them caught in the holes. So it's just, this is very relevant to the space issue, because what are they militarizing space for? And it is revealed in who owns the planet.
Mm-hmm.
King Abdullah of Saudi Arabia is second. The Pope is third.
Wait. Excuse me.
Yes.
The Pope is third. Which Pope?
Each
Pope. Each one? This is
yes.
their own portfolio that
yes.
the
it's the
inheritor.
The Vatican City plus the Church.
Got it.
King Mohammed VI of Morocco, King Bhumibol of Thailand, King Abdullah of Jordan, Sultan Qaboos of Oman, Sheikh Zayed Abu Dhabi, Emir Jabir Kuwait, Grand Duke Jean of Luxembourg. And Bill Gates is just listed by way of wealth. He's number 11. King Wangchuck of Bhutan, King Letsie of Lesotho, Sheikh Hamad of Qatar, King Mswati of Swaziland, Sheikh Maktoum of Dubai, Prince Hans Adams Liechtenstein, Sheikh Sultan bin Mohammed Al Qasimi Sharjah, Sheikh Hamad Al Khalifa from Bahrain, Sheikh Sakr bin Mohammed Ras Al Khaimah, Sheikh Hamad bin Mohammed from Fujairah, Sheikh Rashid bin Ahmed Al Mu'alla Al Kaivin, Prince Albert of Monaco. Now his land is worth $2 million an acre. King Tupu of Tonga, and the 26th one is Sheikh Humayed bin Rashid of Ajman. Okay.
Where those Gulf states, those little sheikdoms, are not doing badly.
They're doing very well, but of course they're very oil and resource rich. Now, those are the largest individual landowners on Earth. What people don't realize is that the Queen has some other peculiar realms. She is also the Queen of the tax havens, and she owns 52% of the tax havens. Now, this is very, very interesting, because in this book, Kevin Cahill reveals that for every dollar that is in circulation in the world, out in the public realm, there are $5 stuffed away in these tax havens. So what these wealthy people have been doing is stealing the productivity each generation from generations for hundreds and thousands of years around the world, and stuffing it into tax havens where taxes are not paid on it. So this is how they're concentrating wealth upwards. It just disappears into a black hole. Now, we, the little people, the ones we're really the work engine of this tremendously wealthy, very small group, we have to pay taxes on our own productivity, which they steal. And then they steal our productivity, and they don't have to pay any taxes. So no wonder they're rich. Now there's one more thing. This is concerning how deep this is in time, how far this goes back. And on page 95 in his book, he has a little section called Homage to the Da Vinci Code. 5 landowning members of the family with no name. And apparently 42 related family members from the United Kingdom in over 1,000 years ago are in the House of Lords. So the House of Lords is really a family affair.
That's all the blue blood.
They're
running together.
It's the Plantagenets.
There you go.
It's the Plantagenets running England. And